Hey everybody, it's me, A Leaf on the Wind, and I'm here to do another Jovian Chronicles video. In fact, another fleet overview. Today I'll be showing off the CEGA figures that I have. And guess what? This time? Stat cards. Yep, that's right, I'm using stat cards this time. Although the Hachiman, not sure will I really have that. Oh well, I guess just for sake of completeness. Don't worry, I have my handy dandy iPad here. Hold on, let me see. My handy dandy iPad here, which I will be using to bring up the Hachiman stats on this, so not 100% sure if you'll be able to see it, but oh well. Anyway, I will be showing off each figure and their armaments and how fast they can go, how slow they can go, how many hits they can take, and whatnot. And so, yes, I will pause the video for a quick second and set up to start with the Hachiman. Alright, so first up we have the Hachiman Destroyer, which is I'm guessing it's the main destroyer of the CEGA Earth forces. Well, Space Forces, not really. You get what I mean. Anyway, so here is the Destroyer in all of its unpainted glory. This may be painted by the time the campaign actually comes out, I don't know, maybe not. That all depends on the guy my dad, if he ever decides to paint the figures. Because I kind of gave him permission to do that whenever he wanted. So, anyway. Here's the card. Again, I don't know why I bothered putting that in. Maybe just for sake of completeness, I don't know. Obviously, this is just for more painting instructions, decal instructions, useless stuff for gameplay. Yeah, useless stuff for gameplay. I'm not sure if that came out right. Anyway, but yeah, there it is. There's its DreamPod 9 serial number. I don't know if you can really see that on the camera, but it's DP9 404. Anyway, here is the stat card on my iPad, which I downloaded from their website. It has a base avoidance of 2/1. It's got 4 actions. Let's see. It's got a 90-degree turn angle. Threat value 60 points. Its main hull. Its damage ratings for its main hull, which is, to my knowledge, based off of really similar to heavy gear, is 13, 26, 39. In other words, you gotta roll 13 to do the very basic forms of damage, 26 for a little bit more, and 39 for the highest rate of damage you can do to the main hull. And its carries, in terms of dry, it's got dries, which gives it thrust 10, so I'm guessing it can move 10 centimeters, or 10 inches, depending on what unit of measurement you're using. A particle beam, which is mounted on a turret. Lasers, also mounted on a turret. Missile bays, forward firing arc, another missile bay, forward firing arc, and a PDS, which is also on a turret. And it has Vehicle Capacity 1, Repair 2, and Fleet Maneuver 2. And that is the Hachiman Destroyer. And now I will be moving on to the next set of figures. Alright, next up on our list, the next figures we will be reviewing are the Wraith. Well, this is the Wraith anyway. Wraiths, whatever. Anyway, these are the main fighter, I think to the best of my knowledge, of card shiny. Dang it. These are the main fighters of the CEGA forces, and sadly you cannot see the stat card, so I'm just going to have to read it over when I get to that. And so here's kind of a full view of what the CEGA looks like. CEGA Wraith looks like. Oh, dang it. God. This is not going well for me today. Clutch. Anyway, so here, let me get this on the camera and try to read off as best as I can. So it's got 2 actions. It can move either 10 to 35 centimeters. It's got a particle cannon, and that's pretty much the only armament on this thing. And it's got a threat value of 10, an avoidance of -1, -3, and its armor rating is 6, 12, 18. And it doesn't matter. And obviously that's all you need to know about the Wraith to probably get a good idea of what you want to use this thing for if you ever decide to play the tactical version of Jovian Chronicles. Moving on to the good stuff. And next up, for whatever reason, my camera, since the Wraith is not focusing in properly, but as you probably can't tell because the video's all fuzzy now, this is the CEGA Waveworm. This is whenever you think of CEGA exosuits, exo armors in the world of Jovian Chronicles, this is generally what you think of. This is the most recognizable face in the CEGA exo armor forces. It is not actually the main mass-produced unit. That is another unit called the Siren that I do not have on hand at the moment. But basically this is the main, although this is not the main unit, this is their better unit. It's better than the Siren, which is basically just a cannon fodder unit. Its only weapon is a hyper bazooka. It's got one action. It can move either 10 to 15 centimeters. And its protection rating is 6, 14, and 16. With a threat value of 11. So there. That is the Waveworm. I'll be moving on to the last, and certainly not least, figure in the CEGA fleet that I have amassed. Now once again, video is fuzzy, but for those of you wondering, no, it's not a Waveworm. This is a Cerberus. The Cerberus is, I guess it's an upgraded version of the Waveworm, I'm not sure. But this is basically kind of well, I'm not really sure. I think it's just a more advanced Trooper Exo, but I'm not sure. This one actually has 2 weapons as opposed to the one that our previous one had. It's got again, you can't see it because of the glare and the fuzz, but it has a small mass driver and a plasma lance. It's got a threat value of 16. Actions, 1 action, and can move 10 to 15 centimeters. And its protection is 7, 17, 21. Don't really have a lot to say about this exo armor because I don't know much about it yet. I'm guessing that'll change as I read the CEGA overview book. But yeah, again, not much to say at the moment. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like and comment and subscribe if you liked it. If this video gets more views than the Jovian Confederation video, sorry, can't talk, I will take down the Jovian Confederation video and redo it in this, basically the way I did this one. So yeah, so again, like and favorite. There's my dog. There's my dog walking on the camera. Hey Anna. Anna, say hi. And I'm going to leave you on a picture of my dog. See ya.